What you got, what you need, everything's gonna crash and break. What you got, what you want, what you need, gonna be your savior. Everything's gonna crash and break, but I know, yeah I know. What you got, what you want, what you need, gonna be your savior. Everything's gonna crash and break, your savior.
Hello everybody, it's Masterath here, and welcome to Masterath's Robot Wars Legends, episode number 66. And this episode of Legends is surrounded by just a single thing. A single thing that we've been mentioning over the last few weeks. But immediately, let's get into our battle card, because Bill's back! Hurrah for Bill! But the pubs do open, time of this recording at least, before the next episode. So, Bill, can you please come back to work for the last episode next week? Thanks. Anyway, it's now time for our battle card for episode 66. And this is being surrounded by just one thing, the New Blood Championship. Yes, 8 brand new robots have tried to test their mettle in the arena. Brand new robots looking to make a name for themselves. And now they will fight each other for a chance at not only winning the New Blood Championship, but also a shot at Crush Syndrome next week for the New Blood Champion of Champions in the grand finale of the series. In our first round, we have Riposte, Carnation, Antlion Cone, and Blood Eagle. 2 robots go through from that round into the New Blood Championship semi-finals, and they will be joined in our second 4-way melee with Pandora, Meshdoza, Lord Justice, or Spectrum claiming 2 spots. After that, it's straight knockout until we have just one robot standing. Let's get our first round battle of the Series 10 MRW New Blood Championship.
Introducing entrant number 1, Riposte.
And our first robot entering the Series 10 New Blood Championship is Riposte, the most recent New Blood of this series of Legends. It debuted last week at the 65th episode of Masterath Robot Wars Legends and defeated Ball and Chain in spectacular fashion, earning it a victory in its first and only battle. Currently with a 1-0 record, it is armed with front and rear flippers, making it very difficult to attack without getting a counter-attack, as we saw in its first match. The lean green flipping machine looks to become New Blood champion here tonight.
Introducing entrant number 2, Carnation.
And one of Riposte's opponents is got to be one of the favourites here, the first ever electronically powered horizontal spinning bar, Carnation. Currently with a 1-1 record here in this series of Legends, it won its debut match by beating Crapbot 2021 in brilliant fashion. Its only defeat coming to former series champion Dark Effigy, so that's no mean feat. Its weapon is destructive and powerful, but it does have no Shremek, which could cause it problems against certain robots. But you have to withstand that very powerful spinner first.
Introducing entrant number 3, Antlion Cone.
And next up, another robot with a 1-1 record here in MRW Legends, it's Antlion Cone. The front grabbing and lifting claws made short work of Cobra in its debut. Its only defeat coming in a mayhem match with a shot at the MRW Judgment Championship on the line where it lost to F9. This robot is invertible and has a very ingenious strategy. Grab your opponents and pit them. We'll see how good that does here.
Introducing entrant number 4, Blood Eagle.
And the last robot in this first round battle is probably the most accomplished robot and the most experienced in this series of Legends when it comes to the New Blood, Blood Eagle. Blood Eagle debuted in episode 56 of Masterath Robot Wars Legends, defeating Spawner Supreme in its first battle. This was followed by victories over Melee, Dark Effigy, Zero, 5 other opponents to win its first championship, the Legends Annihilator, and then Plasma and Edema with its tag team partner Dragoo to win the MRW Tag Team Championships. Blood Eagle suffered its first and only loss last week on MRW Legends by losing the Legends Tag Team Championships to the Dream Team of Speed and Diamond Storm. Currently a 5-1 record here, again, big favourite for this robot to win it all.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And the whir begins from that spinning blade. There of Carnation. Antlion Cone grabbing into Riposte. Oh, and immediately, Blood Eagle just caught a nick of that blade, and it's shredding him. Look at that, like a blender. A blender right there on Blood Eagle, and Blood Eagle, the most experienced robot in this New Blood Championship, has taken damage already. I'm not sure how good it is being so far, but I think you can see the damage that the Carnation's pulling right now. Antline Cone there with Riposte so far. At the moment, looks like Carnation is getting the advantage in. At the moment, oh no! Oh no, and Antline Cone's lost a claw. Antline Cone lost a claw. That was Riposte there that came in with that flip, almost using Antline Cone as a shield against Carnation's spinner. And that spinning bar has done some big damage. Antline Cone's weaponry is now nowhere near as good. It has one claw remaining. And let's be honest, I don't know how much damage that one claw's going to do. I think it was the reverb, if anything, from Carnation. Oh no, Carnation has gone onto its side, and that's an issue that they're going to have to sort out of Carnation. I saw Carnation as one of the favourites here, but it's on its side at the moment, pretty much. Big self right there from Riposte. Blood Eagle seems to be okay at the moment. Antline Cone is down an arm, and, well, probably the favourite in this is just napping right now. Carnation. Now Riposte with a lift on Carnation. Carnation back on top now to try and get that spinner up to deal some damage here. Possibly to Blood Eagle and that unprotected rear there of Blood Eagle. Blood Eagle trying to get the lifter underneath, but can't right now, and does again get Carnation lifted. And now Riposte, maybe trying to take out the biggest threat in this contest. A big flip, and well, Bloodshed kind of took a bit there as well. Riposte trying to get the flips in there onto Carnation. Currently in the CPZ in the corner! And Carnation is gone in round one. Carnation, probably the favourite here, gone in the first round. Flipped out of the arena by Riposte. Well, Riposte did the right thing. Carnation is probably the biggest threat out of these four. And Carnation flipped out of the arena. Carnation has been eliminated from the New Blood Championship. It's gone. Riposte, Blood Eagle, and Antline Cone remain. One of these three is going to follow and be eliminated, leaving two to go through into the semi-finals. And at the moment, Riposte is impressing. Blood Eagle, not so much. Bill, not surprising. You get out of the way, my friend. You get out of the way. Just think about it. Pubs reopen very soon, and you'll be able to drink as much as you want. That's going to happen before our next episode, our final episode of the new, the series, you could say, of Series 7. Antline Cone trying to use the rear, which is wedge-shaped, but against a flipper like Riposte, I'm not too sure. Riposte is doing well here. Riposte is dominating in this battle right now. And Riposte with a big flip there. Huge flip. And nearly Antline Cone out of the arena. But Antline Cone staying in it so far. Blood Eagle needs to get into this battle, because at the moment it's not. Another big flip by Riposte. And Blood Eagle and Antline Cone, the two oldest, just getting messed about right now by Riposte. Riposte with that big flipper. We haven't really seen much of the rear flipper yet from Riposte. Blood Eagle trying to get the lifter underneath, but I think Riposte has maybe the lower ground clearance, but now Antline Cone gets in! And this could be a turning point. Antline Cone, the robot that sustained the most damage out of these three, has got probably the bigger favourite here, Riposte so far, and has pushed him into Bolgannon. Bolgannon gets a big push in onto Riposte. Antline Cone probably going to try and have to replicate that if they've got any chance of going through here. Riposte, Blood Eagle, Antline Cone, and Blood Eagle nearly out. Very close. Blood Eagle had a 5-0 winning streak before losing the Tag Team Championships last week. And at the moment, Blood Eagle trying to get the lifter underneath, and does on Riposte. That's only the second time Riposte has been flipped in this round. While Blood Eagle's been flipped, well, so many times it might as well spend most time on his back at this point. But Riposte still getting that big lifter in onto Antline Cone. Right on the Blood Eagle! Oh, Adeline Cone's still in it! Still in it, it's holding on by a claw! It's trying to get back in! No, Adeline Cone! It tried, fair play. That flip there from Riposte. And look at you can see the claw there has grabbed hold of the arena. And it was trying to get back in it, but no, it's gone. Riposte and Blood Eagle through to the New Blood Championship semi-finals.
Cease.
Well, what a match to kick off with for the Series 10 New Blood Championship. Carnation doing some big damage to Antlion Cone. Blood Eagle taking its hits as well. Carnation then eliminated, flipped out of the arena by Riposte, and then Antlion Cone followed suit, tried to get back in, just didn't have the strength. Riposte and Blood Eagle through to the semi-finals. And now it's time for battle number 2. It's Pandora, Meshdozer, Lord Justice, and Spectrum to go through here as well. Let's find out who our final four is going to be.
Introducing entrant number 1, Pandora.
And next up, the undefeated four-wheel drive flipper Pandora. Pandora currently has 2 victories to its name, including its debut match, defeating former quarterfinalist Third Degree. This is followed by a victory over Red X, which goes down as the quickest battle in MRW history at 3.3 seconds, beating Isolde's record, defeating Demon Horns in the Series 10 Heat semi-finals. This robot is fast, this robot is powerful, and that flipper can take anyone out pretty much. This surely has got to be the most competitive New Blood Championship in MRW history.
Introducing entrant number 2, Meshdozer.
And the names just keep on coming with this New Blood Championship. Next, it's another 2-0 undefeated robot, Meshdozer. Meshdozer debuted 2 weeks ago on Masterath Robot Wars Legends, beating 3-time MRW Tag Team Champion Plasma in its debut match. This was followed by a victory last week over the Robot of War, currently 2 out of the arenas for this very big, bulky, and strong robot. That lifting scoop can take a lot of damage and can also fire robots into the stratosphere. Another big pusher to watch for the future.
Introducing entrant number 3, Lord Justice.
And with that introduction, chills running down the spines of even the hardest of robots. It is the most impressive new blood in this series of legends, Lord Justice, armed with that heavy double-ended hammer that has put an end to many robots in this series. You want the names? Okay, how about Grim Reaper? How about Impact? How about Ultimo? And even our own house robot Excalibur. However, that weapon is incredibly top-heavy and can flip itself over on some occasions. But this robot has shown that you don't need a spinner to be powerful. Instead, you can literally squash your opponents under a massive gavel. Can Lord Justice bring the hammer down tonight to become New Blood Champion?
Introducing entrant number 4, Spectrum.
And last but not least, in this star-studded first-round battle, we have Spectrum. Probably the least impressive robot in this series of Legends when it comes to the New Bloods. It has only made 1 appearance in this series of Legends, losing in its first match to Crush Syndrome. It is armed with a rear spike and a front lifter, but due to the shape of the robot, that lifter can't right itself. The advantage that Spectrum might have, if it can make it past all 7 of these robots, is that it has experience taking on the New Blood Champion of Champions. It could cause a shock, but this one's a long shot.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, and Pandora and Meshdozer immediately meet in the middle. There's Spectrum there with the flipper, and the big hammer of Lord Justice. 3 of these robots are currently undefeated. Lord Justice with, well, more victories than the rest. Pandora and Meshdozer both with 2 victories so far, and not a loss on either of their scorecards so far. And at the moment, they seem to have split. We've got Spectrum and Lord Justice battling it out, and Meshdozer Pandora battling it out right now. Spectrum's in trouble immediately and takes some damage. Oh! But that's the top heaviness of that weapon. Of the weapon of Lord Justice. Lord Justice fights back and hits Meshdozer with a big hammer shot. Straight to that front scoop. It seems fine, though. Spectrum trying to get underneath Meshdozer. And gets underneath. Spectrum showing a little bit of promise at the moment. It did take some big damage at the start. And Meshdozer is being bullied. But now Pandora comes in and flips up Lord Justice rights itself with that big hammer. That huge hammer there of Lord Justice. But there, Pandora is not phased. And lifts up Lord Justice again. And there's a big flip by Masterath. And Spectrum into the corner. The CPZ with Bloodshed again. Bloodshed getting a lot of the action so far. Big flip there from Masterath, and Spectrum is lifted. Spectrum with no Shremek. And that could be a problem. Pandora trying desperately to flip out Lord Justice. The biggest damaging robot left in this tournament. And some big shots onto that lifting arm. The lifting arm of Pandora there. Looks a bit bent to me already from Lord Justice. Lord Justice toppled over though by Pandora. It's a very powerful pusher. So is Masterath actually. So both robots very similar. Masterath going for Pandora at the moment. Lord Justice just dominating Spectrum right now. I think out of these four, we weren't expecting Spectrum to do well. But we're going to lose one of the other three. And Spectrum is just taking hit after hit from Lord Justice. Grim Reaper, Ultimo, Impact, Excalibur. These are robots that have been absolutely destroyed by that big hammer of Lord Justice. Currently with a 3-0 record right now, and it's in attack mode. And Spectrum just can't do anything about it at the moment. Pandora and Masterath now going in their little fight of their own right now. Masterath is pretty much the sheer size of Masterath there, just engulfing Pandora at the moment. Spectrum back on its wheels, but not showing any movement at the moment. I think that the damage has been done by Lord Justice, who now has Masterath caught, completely caught, and a big hit to the side of Masterath. Masterath in trouble now. Lord Justice comes in, and that big hammer coming right in to that scoop. And how much damage has that done to the scoop of the 4-wheel drive Masterath? Can Masterath right itself? I'm wondering, can it? Can it? It's close. Yes. Masterath, the flipper's still working at least, so it's got that going for it, the lifting scoop. Pandora trying to find a way through this first round, and maybe it's through beating Masterath. Spectrum's going to get counted out here by Bill. It's not moving. The damage from Lord Justice done to Spectrum. Big flips though from Masterath. And now Spectrum is being counted out. Spectrum is gone. And Lord Justice now getting some big hammer blows onto Pandora. And Pandora now in trouble and taking damage. Pandora does right itself right onto the flipper again. Oh, and again. Topsy-turvy. Lord Justice is just completely chaotic evil. Let's be honest. Lawful chaotic, that doesn't work anyway. You can't be both on that one. Well, Lord Justice is certainly evil in this one. Look at that. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Oh, but Masterath counters it. Masterath counters it, and Lord Justice, they're trying to get Lord Justice out of the arena. Is this going to be a huge surprise? Lord Justice, I think Pandora's trying to help. Masterath, no. That was so close to Lord Justice being out of the arena. What a shot. Right into the innards of Masterath, but the weapon still works. Lifted up Lord Justice and nearly got him out of the arena there. That was very close. But Lord Justice breathes again. Barely breathes, but now gets some big shots in on Masterath. The target is in, and it's Masterath. But Masterath, the lift is still working. This has been a brilliant match so far between these three. Lord Justice with the hammer again on to Masterath. I think something's happened to Masterath. That lifter is not looking so good right now. And I think the damage has been done by Lord Justice again. Lord Justice just laying skulls in its wake right now. Oh no, it has! And the pure power of Pandora has ripped off Masterath's scoop at one end. That thing is not working anymore. Lord Justice rights itself, and Masterath in trouble. Another big shot to the innards of Masterath, but that weapon is not working anymore. Look at that. completely to one side. And a shot to the scoop, and the scoop's off completely now. And Masterath has lost its scoop from the attack from Lord Justice right there. And it just came straight off. Masterath has lost its main and only weapon. And Pandora now gets the advantage and flips Masterath, who's pretty much helpless in there with these two behemoths. Being a behemoth itself, but without a weapon, it's not going to go far. I think we know how this is going to end now. Masterath is, well, could be the one to fall here. Alstrevel's just having fun at the moment. Bolgannon hits the pit release button like a good boy. Good boy. Good for you, Bolgannon. Spectrum lifted and pitted by Bloodshed right there. Bloodshed pit Spectrum. Get that trash out of the arena. We still got 3 left, but I don't think there's much time left for Masterath right now. And Pandora, Pandora's lifter, and Masterath pitted as well. And Masterath will fall as well. Pandora with the elimination. Pandora and Lord Justice are through to the New Blood semi-finals. And, well, yeah, you might as well pop that in the pit as well, Bloodshed. Go on. Well, Lord Justice and Pandora through to the New Blood Championship semi-finals.
Cease.
Well, what a match there. Nearly 8 minutes of action. Spectrum went out very early. Masterath really tried and almost beat Lord Justice, but they came back. The scoop came off, and Masterath pitted as well. And now it's time for our semi-finals. And we will be seeing Lord Justice very much later against Blood Eagle. But first, it's a battle of the two flippers. It's Pandora going one-on-one with Riposte.
Roboteers, stand by.
And there's Riposte, who was able to get eliminations of Carnation and of Antlion Cone in its heat battle. Pandora was able to eliminate Masterath here. 2 flippers in this semi-final.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, 2 very powerful flippers here in the Series 10 New Blood semi-finals, but the power belongs to Pandora. But the weaponry may belong to Riposte. Look at that, the first flip of the match there from Riposte, and it's a big one. But look how quickly Pandora rights itself. Brilliant from these 2 New Bloods so far. Riposte now in trouble, but does right itself. It's going to be a long old battle of just flips and self-rights until something goes out of the arena, probably. Riposte now gets to the side of Pandora, but Pandora escapes with its high speed there. Riposte, the slower robot, and now in the corner. And Bloodshed again. Bloodshed's had so much action here. So much action. Riposte trying to right itself here and does so. And now, oh, Bloodshed! Oh no, Bloodshed. Bloodshed has been lifted up and over by Riposte. Oh, get out of here. You're not even in this championship. Are you a New Blood? No, get out. Here's what Riposte said there. And a big flipper from Riposte. And nearly Pandora out there. And, well, Bloodshed's trying to right itself. I don't think it can right itself from there now. One of those lifters seems to be in the complete wrong area there. But a big launch from Riposte. But a quick Shremek there. Quick self-right from Pandora. Well, it's been a pretty decent battle so far between Pandora and Riposte. Riposte now onto the side wall. And Pandora trying to exploit that. Big self-right from Riposte. And fights back yet again. Onto Pandora. Pandora trying to right itself and does. But now Riposte is at the rear of Pandora. There's nothing Pandora really can do. Or is there? Wait, I think something's happened. No, I think that's actually damage to our arena. These guys have just damaged our arena there. There's a bit of tape, I think. Oh, what a push. That is an impressive display of power there from Pandora. Look at that. Just straight in and bang. That might have damaged the rear flipper of Riposte. A forceful shot like that. Pandora still trying to right itself there. Yeah, there's a bit of tape from our arena. These guys have got so low ground clearance, they've damaged our arena. That's coming out of your paycheck if you win this. Either of you. I don't know who it was. Riposte, though, with the self-right there. And a big push again from Pandora. Pandora has the power advantage. I think that's plain to see right now. But Riposte may have the better weapon synergy. Big flip from Riposte. And what's happened? What's happened to that weapon of Pandora? Nope, it seems okay. Pandora now with a lift again on Riposte. But I think the weapons are starting to die down. And the lift by Pandora and the push by Pandora into Ganon CPZ now. This match is very even so far, I'd say. Both robots have had certainly some big performances here. And at the moment, Riposte trying to ride itself and does. I do think that rear flipper is slightly damaged from the pushing power of Pandora, ramming it into what was, I guess, Bloodshed CPZ. But Pandora now trying to right itself again, and Riposte flips out Pandora, and there it is. Riposte beats Pandora in another brilliant battle here in the Series 10 New Blood Championships. Riposte is one battle away from a date with Crush Syndrome.
Cease.
Well, a brilliant match there. Pandora and Riposte gave it their all, and Pandora suffers its first defeat here in MRW. Riposte through to the finals of the New Blood Championship. But who will they take on? Will it be Lord Justice or Blood Eagle? We're about to find out.
Roboteers, stand by.
And there's Blood Eagle. We haven't really seen much of Blood Eagle here, even though it's the most experienced in this New Blood Championship. And there is Lord Justice with the hammer, who defeated Spectrum in the first round.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And here we go, Blood Eagle, who's supported 5 victories in a row, versus the power of Lord Justice's hammer. And immediately the hammer comes in to the side there of Blood Eagle. He's just powerful. He's just power for power's sake. Is Lord Justice here, and is coming in, and there's nothing Blood Eagle can do already. But I wonder how good that armament is going to be on Blood Eagle against a robot like Lord Justice, and a flip immediately by Blood Eagle, and Lord Justice in trouble quickly. Lord Justice flailing about like a fish out of water, and Blood Eagle is the reason. A brilliant flip, but I'm not sure if that weapon's slightly bent already by Blood Eagle. I think Lord Justice has already done some damage to that main lifter arm, but it seems okay at the moment. Lord Justice trying to get back in, and oh, I think they're interlocked. The robots have become interlocked here, and Blood Eagle looking to take advantage of it already. Lord Justice rights itself now, and they're stuck. Oh, a throw! He threw him! Oh no! No, he had Blood Eagle for a minute there. Oh, and he's got it again, and lifted up like it's nothing. Got Blood Eagle at probably one of its weakest points. Did Lord Justice there. Look at that. Right through the bottom there of Blood Eagle, and then just thrown right back in. It's like when you try and clinch in boxing, they just throw you away and then haymaker you a few times. That is Lord Justice right there. And Blood Eagle, oh, they've done it again. And they have got Blood Eagle up onto that. Oh, that is a gruesome sight. It's like I've probably seen something like that in Cannibal Holocaust. Oh! And then thrown by Lord Justice. The momentum on that hammer is insane. Look at that. Big hit. And then just, again, another throw onto Blood Eagle. Is Blood Eagle still moving? I don't know. Oh, well. I'm not sure if it's moving at the moment. I think Lord Justice has got this. I think the damage has been done by those 2 big shots right to the underbelly of Blood Eagle. Oh, and another one! It upends Blood Eagle. I think the robot is completely dead. And that is the first time I think I've seen Blood Eagle just not moving at all. It's usually very durable, but in this occasion, Bill is going to come in to count out Blood Eagle very shortly. There it is. The count has been initiated. And Blood Eagle needs to move, but it's not. And Lord Justice comes in with some more attacks. Riposte, watch out! Blood Eagle counted out. And Riposte, the winner of this semi-final clash, and will take on Riposte in the finals to crown the Series 10 New Blood champion. Pit button has been activated again, just like I've seen that at a few kebab vans myself before. Right, like a kebab skewer. I don't know, can you skewer eagles? I'm not too sure. Look at that, they're just enjoying themselves right now. So, oi, get off! I kind of want more victims. And next up, it might be very much Riposte. And look at that, just hammered down. They're dragging it, they're trying to get it. There you go, they're trying to get him off the hammer. Eventually doing it. And Lord Justice, impressive again, and goes into an amazing clash. 1-on-1, 2 undefeated robots in the final. Oh, who's going to win that? All we know is Lord Justice wins this.
Cease.
Well, Blood Eagle had one shot, pretty much, let's be honest. Did well with that shot, but then Lord Justice just came in and does what it does best. Pummel robots into pieces. Blood Eagle eliminated in the semi-finals of the MRW New Blood Championship. Lord Justice through to the finals to take on the Flipper in Riposte. 2 undefeated robots here in the final. One of them is about to lose their streak. The other is about to win their first championship.
Roboteers, stand by.
And there's Riposte, 3 out of the arenas to its name in this tournament so far, and it's made it to the finals. And Lord Justice, that powerful hammer, destruction could await.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, the Series 10 New Blood Championship Final. It's Lord Justice, it's Riposte. This has probably been the most star-studded, the most competitive, probably the most entertaining New Blood Championship that we've had here at MRW. And Lord Justice now gets the hammer in onto Riposte. And just look at that hammer. The hammer coming in. Look at the hammer go. It can hit you twice a second with all of its might. And Riposte is certainly feeling that. Look at the speed of that hammer. And the power of that hammer. Those last few shots seem to have hurt Riposte a bit. But Riposte gets back. Oh, and Lord Justice got cocky. They got arrogant and went right onto Riposte Flipper, and up goes the Lord. And Riposte now has the advantage here. It looks like that Flipper is okay from that quick hammer flurry of Lord Justice, but now Lord Justice gets underneath Riposte and is now bullying Riposte with that massive hammer. That hammer has taken so many opponents out of the contest. It's added a few already in this episode. Could it add one more in Riposte? A good few shots to the underbelly of Riposte. And Riposte having problems riding itself. And it's on the side. Oh no! And that is some big damage. That is a precarious position for that Flipper to be in. And Riposte, that's not good. Lord Justice again with some big hammer blows into Lord Justice. And Lord Justice, that Flipper looks bent to me. That front Flipper looks bent to me. I'm not sure if that's working anymore. But it looks, you can see it's bent. Lord Justice. But there, push from Riposte, and Lord Justice over the top heaviness of the weapon. But that front Flipper is not being fired by Riposte, its strongest weapon. And I think they realise this, the team realise this, they're going for the rear Flipper instead. Riposte looking to flip Lord Justice out of the arena. It's got to be its only chance now. But can it do it? Trying to flip up Lord Justice. Bloodshed in the corner. They're trying, but I don't think there's enough mass on that Flipper to give it a chance here. It needed that front Flipper, and it's not got it. A big shot again, and I think that Flipper, yes, you could see the Flipper is not. No! Oh, that's brutal. And Riposte has lost its main weapon. It's been bent to one side in a similar way to how Pandora did it to Mestoza earlier in the heat. Look at that. And Riposte's front Flipper is hanging off, flailing in the wind, but it's still fighting back. This thing's like a zombie! It doesn't stop! Doesn't matter how many times you shoot it, it's still going! And Bolgannon now getting in with a push on Lord Justice. And Bolgannon, well, these two have had words. You seen the top horn of Bolgannon? Yeah, that was Lord Justice's fault. Well, Bolgannon's our resident dog, and, well, you could call that hammer a bone, really, couldn't you? Riposte now getting in. Lord Justice in trouble there. And Riposte, this would be a great comeback if they could pull this off. To defeat Lord Justice. Remember, the winner of this match not only wins the Series 10 New Blood Championship, but also has a match with Crush Syndrome next week in the final episode of the series for a chance at the New Blood Champion of Champions crown. And Lord Justice is back in control here of Riposte. Riposte, I'm not sure how much Riposte has left. And the flip there from Bloodshed. And now Lord Justice getting underneath, getting into the innards, that weak side protection of Riposte, and Lord Justice. Oh, that's a gruesome sight. And Lord Justice is not done. They're smacking the entirety of Riposte onto that arena sidewall, and they're trying to get it out of the arena here, but it's too stuck. That hammer has gotten so into the innards of Riposte. And Riposte, that front flipper's not working anymore. I don't think he can self-right. It's trying to. The rear flipper's still working, but I don't think that front flipper is working anymore. Lord Justice sees that maybe it's about to win the New Blood Championship. Pit button has been activated. Lord Justice, I think this is all over. Lord Justice knows it. And Lord Justice, more hammer blows to Riposte, saying, you may have been good, Riposte. You were a great challenger. But I am the Lord. I am the true champion of the New Bloods. Oh, another shot by Lord Justice. And oh, another one. Another big shot by Lord Justice, and Riposte saved from the pit for the time being, but they're not safe. They're not safe from Bill's count. It's a 10 count needed for Lord Justice to win the Series 10 New Blood Championship. Riposte is not moving, and we have our winner. Lord Justice has defeated Riposte, and the house robot comes in. White Lightning, probably one of the only house robots that's really... Oh! And a big shot to White Lightning again. Lord Justice doesn't care who he takes it. Oh no! Oh, and White Lightning pits Riposte and pits Lord Justice. White Lightning's done it again when it comes to Lord Justice. Pitted twice now by White Lightning. There's the top heaviness of the weapon, and that could cause it problems, but Riposte, what a performance from Riposte. But Lord Justice is the Series 10 New Blood Champion.
Cease.
Well, what a final. New Blood Championship final, and Lord Justice just absolutely dominant again. Riposte, that is probably the closest we've got to Lord Justice being in trouble and possibly losing there. But Lord Justice rips off, essentially, the front flipper of Riposte and pits it. Lord Justice is the winner and the Series 10 New Blood Champion. Folks, that is it from this episode of Masterath Robot Wars Legends. In the next episode, we have got so many big fights. All three of our main Legends Championships on the line. The Champion of Champions and the New Blood Champion of Champions. All on the line in our grand finale next week. Folks, I'm in Masterath. You can't spell FMRW without MRW. And you may want to stick around because we have something waiting for you when we finish. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Gonna crash and break your savior.